That's great. Hello, this is Krista Rue from HLC Bookkeeping and Office Services. Um, let's hope this one works today. It says right now it's working, so we're going to say it is. Some of our people said that you could put on the closed captioning, and then that way you could at least get the content from our last show since the audio was not working. Okay, so the purpose of Saturday Solutions is to talk to you about things that will help your business or your life move forward. Um, whether you're an owner of a business, a manager of a business, an employee of a business. So I bet you're one of those three things. Um, and basically, we talk about uh, quick items that we think would be helpful, um, things that our clients are asking us questions about, or things that are in the news that we think, oh, probably people need to be aware of this. Um, Christina is stuck on a website, um, entering information, and it's not working. It's doing that nice little thing. So she's in a great mood today. And
Are you talking about me?
I am, because you said that you weren't coming, and you know how
I
much
said
I
I
enjoy
was
this.
coming. I just had to do stuff.
All right. I told them about putting the closed captioning on because our people said that you could at least get the content for last week because
Yes,
the audio
correct.
wasn't working.
Correct.
All right, so let's recap last week since not everybody could hear us. And I'm going to keep checking the audio because right now it says it's working.
And nobody sent us
So,
a note saying it wasn't.
yeah, nobody sent us a note saying it's not. So,
Keep going.
okay. So last week we talked about identity theft protection.
Mm-hmm.
In today's day and age, you have
Gotta
to have
have it.
it. Whether it's through your insurance policy, some people you can do it as an add-on to your homeowners,
Correct.
or a separate type of policy. You have to read the details and you have to make sure you follow them exactly if
Mm-hmm.
there's an incident.
Yep. And
Um,
we talked about how the one that we help people get, there's also a component that protects your phone and a computer as well.
right.
So it's like you don't need all these different services. You can have one service monitoring all your devices,
Right.
which is really helpful.
And that is ID Seal. And
Correct.
you can learn about it by going to HLC Bookkeeping, clicking the ACN button,
Mm-hmm.
and under Services, you'll see Identity Theft Protection, and it'll tell you all about it.
Yep.
All right. And then we also talked about budgeting because, I adore that.
The joy thereof.
I do. I do. I can't help it. But a lot of people are like, look, I don't want to get into a lot of detail. Just give me something simple. And I can't make it any simpler than saying you have 100% of money coming in. Of that, 50% should be needs, things that you need to live, to work. So it would be your
It's not like
mortgage.
I woke up and I need a coffee.
No,
It's I
you
need to
have
keep
to
a
have
roof
it.
over my
You
head.
have to have transportation.
Correct.
You have to have food. You have to have shelter. So 50% of what comes in should be going towards that. If it's
Set
less,
aside for
great.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
set aside for it. Uh,
Because
third,
sometimes where you needs repairs. So
mhm.
it's okay to set aside 50 if you only need 40 and start your savings
That's an
account for
excellent
repairs.
point, right? Because yes, roofs last for 20 or 30 years,
Mhm.
but what if a tree falls on it? And oh, now you got to come up with your homeowner's
It's a little
deductible.
bit different.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So, and then 20% should be wants. What do I want? What makes me happy? 10% should go to your house of worship.
Tithe
And
off the top.
that's right. And 20% should go to savings, rainy day fund, retirement.
Yep.
Okay. Then uh, we did the surprise topic, which I didn't write down last week. So I don't know what it was. And then the quick tip was welcoming yourself to your workspace. Make sure you have what you need to accomplish your task. All right. So today's, I want to talk about having an advertising marketing plan for 2024. And this is where you and the key people in your business brainstorm
Mm-hmm.
about what areas of the business you want to see grow. What's the best way to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many options with marketing,
There are.
and there's digital advertising, there are email blasts, there are fax blasts,
There's
there's
networking.
networking. So like you want to do what's cost effective and what has worked for you in the
Mail.
past. Yeah,
Regular
regular
mail.
mail, postcards,
Mm-hmm.
printed material. So radio advert, there's just so many different things. So you want to make a plan so that when you're approached by marketing people, you're like, yes, I'm going to do that. I will take a card. Nope, that's not in my marketing plan this year. Feel free to contact me next year.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have a plan, and you should have a plan for every month of the year.
Yep.
What are you specifically going to talk about so that when you go to these networking events, what are you pushing
And have you communicated it to
to your
the person
people?
answering the phone at your
Yes,
office? Because sometimes if you don't communicate it, they won't know what to say to people when we get these phone calls. So like you want to definitely have everybody on the same page, especially if you have people who are going to trade shows or something like that. You can't have them out there saying stuff that you as a business aren't going to be able to fulfill. So
exactly.
everybody has to be on the same page.
That's right. So not only do you have to make the plan, now you have to communicate it internally before
Mm-hmm.
you communicate it
Externally.
externally.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, because like a lot of, quite honestly, people struggle with that because they're like, oh, maybe I should do this. Oh,
Hmm.
maybe no. If you have a plan, you've made it, you've budgeted
I
for
was
it,
just going to say,
you
and
know
part
what
of
it
that
is.
marketing budget is if you're in a membership organization,
Right.
those dues are part of that budget.
That's
So it's
right.
like you can't say I'm going to spend $2,000 and not count
The
the
chamber dues.
meals that
Right.
are part of going there, all that, because it's all tied into that marketing person or persons and what they're going out doing.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
New businesses spend a lot more on marketing than established businesses. So in your group, in your industry, what's the average?
Right. And remember, if you've been in business more than a year, chances are you've picked up tons of different business
Yeah.
cards. So that's people you know, that's your warm audience.
Yep.
So, like, that might be a good place to start if you have a new feature,
Yep.
or if you're like, hey, did you know not only do we do bookkeeping, which
Yeah.
is in our name, we also do budgeting and we
Hmm.
do strategic planning.
Yep. And we help
So,
you with insurance plans, and we help you with identity theft protection, and we help you with health insurance, and we help you like
right,
there's tons of stuff that maybe your business card can't really communicate to people. So it's okay to do like a send out card and send them out, that sort of thing. Just kind of remind people what you do.
right. And if you're using send out cards or
Hmm.
Evergreen or whatever that new thing is, then
Send out cards.
okay, send out cards. Then that's in your marketing budget.
Yep.
All right. So we just wanted, because this is the time of year you should be thinking about that, getting that figured out. If you're going to do a marketing campaign, when is it hitting? If you're doing a drip campaign where you're
Yeah.
going to hit three things and
Yeah.
then they do an
And this is
offer,
important because like I don't market in November, December. And I'm going to tell you why. January to February 15th is the busiest time
insane.
of year for bookkeepers.
Yeah,
I don't have time to go to events. I don't have time to onboard new clients. I am busy, busy, busy. So my marketing shuts down in October because I'm not marketing for new clients
right.
at that time period. Not that
But
we won't take them,
right,
but I don't outwardly solicit
solicit.
for them.
But and then we have our plan that's
Right.
starting February 16th for the
Yes.
rest of the year. Here we go.
Exactly.
All right.
So you have to know the cycles of your business and
You
make sure your
do.
marketing flows with it.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. So then the other thing we wanted to talk about is starting tax year 2023, which is what we're in,
Hmm.
is if you have 1099s or W2s and you have more than 10, you're now
As an
required,
aggregate.
as an aggregate, you're now required to file electronically.
Hmm.
And there's a very specific way to do it. So if you have more than 10 W 2s and 1099s, you need to call your accountant, see if they do it.
Yep.
Have they registered for a transmitter control code?
Yep.
Um, and
So
go
you don't
from
have to
there.
do it yourself.
Right.
Otherwise, if you have to do it yourself, the IRS website is saying it takes 45 days.
And guess what? That's after the requirement because they're due to
Yes.
be to them by January 31st.
Correct. So, like, you know,
Yeah, so you have to be on top of that.
exactly.
A lot of accounting firms, like I said, are fulfilling that service,
Hmm.
but you need to let them know you need
And
it.
that might be an upcharge fee
Right? I'm
for
sure it's gonna be.
accountants. So, like,
I'm sure it will
make
be.
sure you budget for that.
Right. All right.
Mhm.
All right. So number 3, surprise topic.
Oh, my. Last week's surprise topic was fabulous. The extra one.
I know
In case you didn't know, I snuck one.
she did.
You can see the video last week. Okay, let's see what this one is. All right. Can I hire HLC for a short term project? That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. We take project work. Absolutely. We have contracted clients and we have project clients. Contracted clients get a better rate because they're keeping us busy every month of the year.
That's right.
If you just have a quick project for that you want us to get done
You
or
fell behind, need caught up.
correct need caught up, we do that. It's all about giving us access. If you have QuickBooks Online, it's easy. You just invite us to your file and we can be uninvited when the project is done. Or we can, if you're doing stuff through Excel or you just have that box, we can do
That
stuff
box.
to get you organized, right? So, like, we do that for people who don't enjoy the bookkeeping process or just need us to get you set up quickly. We can do that.
Okay.
And a setup is a project.
Yeah.
If you don't need us to do your bookkeeping, but you need us to get
Set the
QuickBooks,
framework.
yeah, framework set up, we do that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's right. All right. So, QuickBooks quick tip. Do you have anything today?
Well, yes.
Go ahead.
If you purchase QuickBooks Online through an accounting firm or through us as pro advisors, sometimes there's discounts in play. Sometimes there's uh, what do you call it? Perks, I guess. I don't know. Like short term discounts where if you start payroll and you call us, we can get you like the first 2 months free. We have relationships with QuickBooks Online, we have QuickBooks Desktop, you know. So check with us first. And again, I'm going to go to the whole for payroll. Payroll, that it is a nuanced bookkeeping part of what we do, and it's a nuanced bookkeeping part of what your people do for you
That's right.
because payroll is important.
There's a lot of moving parts with it.
Correct. Correct. So, like, you definitely don't want to rush. If you need payroll for next year, you're already too late because it's 7 days away. So, I mean, not that it's not possible, but you know, it's going to be fun.
Well, no, because you can always do it in your old system.
Correct.
Fine. You can change anytime.
Yes.
Is it optimum to change at the beginning of a quarter or end of
Yes.
year? Yes.
It is.
but it's doable.
It's doable. Well,
It just takes a little bit
we
more
just
finesse.
had a company that transitioned, and unfortunately, the accountant took a while to get us all their payroll info. So we had to do estimated payrolls so we could get them caught up.
Right.
So, I mean, is anything's doable? You just have to pay attention.
Correct. Correct. All right. Well, that's all I had for now. Again, Krista
Mhm.
Rue from HLC Bookkeeping, Christina Rue.
Yep.
Um, our contact information is office at yourhlc.com. Um, hlcbookkeeping.com is the
Yep.
website.
Yep.
And phone number 724-561-7460. And of course, we wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. Um, and happy holidays. And we hope that you enjoy your time with family and
And friends.
friends because
Hmm.
that's really what life
Yep.
is about. Work is nice, it pays the bills. We love what we do,
We do.
but it's still all about family and friends first. People are more important than things.
Though sometimes they annoy us. Just like yours annoy you, I'm sure. But there are peeps. They got your backs, your family and friends.
That's right. That's
Hmm.
right. So remember to say a prayer thanking God for
Hmm.
the people He has put in your life.
Yep. For
Uh,
better or for worse.
that's right. All right. So many blessings and
Hmm.
looking forward to a prosperous new year.
Absolutely.